good enough, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Part 2. So we just gonna get straight to it. Go back and watch part 1. You'll know what you need. You feel me? Part 2, once you get on that path, like I said, man, before I got interrupted, let's go to another number just so we can use a different example. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the number 7. You know what? Let's go to the divine number 9. You know what I mean? It's just that. That's what. I'm gonna go to a number nobody really talks about. Let's hit this 5. Number 5. Yeah, number 5. Let's go on here, hit it right in the middle. Number 5. So, all right. You get a book like this, something like this, numerology. You get that fuck it in your life. My kid's trying to interrupt me now. Now it's my kids. So I tell you, when it's good shit, you know it's good shit because the universe will try to stop you. I ain't saying my kids are agents. I'm just saying, as spirits, we know not what we do. Something might be trying to, see, nigga try to make me drop my blind. I ain't tripping, nigga. And it's still lit. See what I'm saying? I mean that. So yeah, man. Something always try to might try to slow you down and stop you. But that's how you know how powerful you are. That's also why, like I said, you have to have that certain amount of fuck it in your life. Understand, the world will fuck with you. If you get where I'm at in this path, then you understand that God, whatever, that nigga don't like you at all. Especially if you waking up trying to get out of the matrix. It'll do everything in its power to keep you in the matrix. Just like the movie Matrix, that motherfucker Agent Smith could take on the shape of anybody. A kid, your mom, your cousin, your best friend. Agent Smith can be anybody. So you gotta have a certain amount of fuck it. That person could be y'all could be agreeing on everything, and in just an instant, if that person just loses control or ain't really paying attention to his own thoughts, in just an instant, another entity can take over that nigga's mind, and the nigga can just start disagreeing with you. You know what I mean? But it's like you gotta have a certain amount of fuck it in your life. It don't matter who it is that's trying to stop you from accomplishing your goals or getting whatever you deserve, what you think you deserve. Well, I can't say what you think you deserve, what you actually deserve, nigga. You can think you deserve $1 million right here, right now, today, and that shit is not gonna come, nigga, because you ain't earned it. So think what you want, but you get my drift, though, man. Anyways, like I said, number 5. And actually, check this out. For number 5, it starts with like Mesopotamia. So you have Enki. If you've ever heard of Enki and Enlil, that's pretty dope. It starts off with Enki, the god of water, abundance, and wisdom. You see what I mean? So whatever path you might be on, you can tap into many different gods and whatever else. You know what I'm saying? That all reside over that same day. You might notice that a lot of them have a lot of the same shit in common. It's just a different name and a different culture or whatever. But still, you know what I'm saying? Like it also says Mesopotamia, the god or goddess Nabu, and Nabu is of wisdom and writing. But then when you get to Greece, the number 5 is ruled by Apollo and Hermes. God of Hermes is the god of knowledge and writing and whatever else. You know what I mean? Messenger of the gods. They also on here they put trade and thieves. The god of trade, the god of thieves, and the guide to the underworld is Hermes. So again, if you're a number 5, you know, it could be that you got that Hermes energy on you, and that's why there's a lot of thievery and underground shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you ain't doing what you should be doing. You should be, I ain't saying you should be a thief. You know what I'm saying? But the god of trade, maybe you should be in business or something. But if you was a thief, you might be good at it. You know what I'm saying? That's trade. I'm just saying, if you're going to be a thief, be a good thief. You feel me? Either way, you know what I'm saying? Those niggas in the streets, they get millions of dollars. You're going to be a street nigga. Why not be a rich one? I'm just saying, man, we're going to keep moving. So, obviously, Hermes, if you know much about anything, Hermes is also, as you get down here to Egypt, Tahuti or Thoth or Thoth or whatever you want to, however you want to pronounce that. The god of writing, science, knowledge, same thing. So a lot of these have the same kind of effect, or not even effect, but the same damn, I don't want to say powers, but a lot of them have the same energy, I suppose, connected to these gods and goddesses and whatnot. So, again, I don't want to hit you with a whole lot. I'm just saying you can get Africa, India. Look, it says Roman, Greek, Mesopotamia, Egypt. So this guy, some of them have like Asian. So this guy basically, it gives you different gods and goddesses as it shows you from just off of the numbers that are associated with your birthday or your name and whatever other little ways that you can, if you get into the numerology. I got other numerology books, but I wanted to bring this one up for sure. Boom, got this off of Amazon as well. Since we talking about numerology books, you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. Boom. Oh, my bad. No, I'm high and I've been drinking this shit. I'm looking at it too, and it's all well fucked up. And I'm not even thinking about it. But anyways, yeah, complete guide to understanding and using your numbers of destiny, keys to your inner self. Again, you got to have a certain amount of fuck it in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You got to say, fuck it. Let me find out what I'm about. Or let me see what these motherfuckers are saying about me. Even if I know me as much as I know me. You just got to be like, fuck it. Let's see what's up. And then once you get on the path, you got to say, fuck it. If this is the energy that's working against me or working for me, then I either need to tap into it or I need to keep my ass away from it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to make up your decision and shit. Because ultimately it's about what the fuck you deserve. And you're only going to get what you deserve once you've earned it. See what I'm saying? So, good thing about this book, while I pull up this book since we on the numerology shit, again, I ain't trying to take up too much time. I got other shit to do. But the reason why I brought up this one is it actually touches like birthdays. It tells you karmic debt. And this is one of the numerology books. Like this shit, as you can see, it's real thin. So it's real basic, so to speak. Well, I mean, dude does a pretty good job. And you can find him on YouTube. I've seen some of his work on YouTube. And he talks about this book and whatnot on YouTube. So he's a pretty cool dude. You know what I'm saying? This is a good book, which is why I bought it. Obviously, it's in my possession. It's in my library. It's a good book. But again, it kind of assumes that you know a little something. It only gives you a little something. A book like this gives you a lot of something. And it goes over the numbers in general, 1 through 9 and whatever else, and kind of tells you about them. Then it goes over like life path number. Let me see, your birthdays, minor expression number, minor heart's desire, major heart's desire, karmic lesson, special letters, all this shit in this type of book. But you can find out a lot, like even just based off of your name. And then, it's not astrology. It has nothing to do with like, are you a Taurus or are you whatever? But it's funny as hell how a lot of this shit links up. You know what I'm saying? And you'll hear a lot of the same information regurgitated like over and over. And it may seem like, damn, it's something already new. But again, that's astrology. This is numerology. And it hits on the same level. You know what I'm saying? It's on that same page. So, good deal. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is just talking about books and whatnot. Because I always try to give you some books. If you go back to part 1, you got the good shit. This shit, we just gonna give you some books. I'm gonna have to do a whole nother fucking video on this book alone. Astrology for Lovers. Main reason why I pull this book here does not take it easy on no nigga. Nobody. No sign. This lady, Liz Greene, whoever wrote this book, she goes in on everybody, man. She don't take it easy on not one sign. And the beauty of it is she just tells you about the energy or whatever, shall I say, of that sign. It does not matter where it is placed. If it's in your Mars, if it's in your Venus, this is how that shit plays out. This is what that shit may or may not make you do. Well, I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but because it does go into like a Taurus man and a Taurus female, a Gemini man, a Gemini female, a Cancer man, a Cancer female, so forth and so on throughout the zodiac. Obviously, I'm a Taurus, so I started on Taurus. You feel me? But it does go over, you know what I'm saying, Taurus man, Taurus woman, Scorpio man, Scorpio woman, all of that type of shit. It does do that. But in the beginning, it tells you the straight up mythology of the sign, how the sign was, how it got to be whatever it is, or just some of the mythologies associated with some of the characters or whatever. Like the Taurus is obviously a bull, you know what I'm saying? So some mythologies associated with the bull, and kind of how it plays out into the astrological sign, And the biggest part about a book, this book versus some of the other ones, it's not nice. Again, I'm a dark side, you know what I'm talking about? I'm your field guide to the dark side. It ain't nice. You actually get a section for each zodiac sign, that a chapter or whatever, couple paragraphs, whatever you want to call it. But each zodiac sign has a shadow, and they describe the shadow. And you can find the shadow of any sign pretty much in the opposite of it. So if we were starting, like I said, with a Taurus, the opposite of Taurus is Scorpio. So Taurus's shadow would be rooted in Scorpio, so to speak. You could find it in Scorpio. You find it in some other places too. But point being, you can look towards your opposite sign just for a basic. Because I ain't trying to tell you what all's in this book. Oh, we gonna talk about this book when we get into some astrology joints. Because again, man, you gotta have a certain amount of fuck it in your life. Astrology is out there. People ain't writing these big, thick-ass books for no reason. They ain't writing this shit because it ain't true. They ain't selling thousands and hundreds and millions of these fucking books because it's bogus. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. But again, this is me and my fuck it. I choose to believe in some of this shit. I've seen it played out. I've went out there, talked to people. I did my own field research. You know what I'm saying? I got out there in life and, tried some shit out. I've been doing this for years now. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little faith in this shit. Whereas I used to think I was right, found a couple instances where I was wrong. Now that I've been corrected, I know that I'm right. So, you know what I mean? That's the whole point, to be right. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to come at somebody and be saying shit, acting like you know shit, and you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or it doesn't really fit or whatever, So, that being said, you can apply your moon sign and look at this shit. When I went to me, when I did it, looking at myself personally, bought it for me, did it myself. So I like to fact check. Then I, talk to other people. Point being, I looked at my rising sign, my sun sign, and my moon sign. Then I went over, I read the whole fucking book. So I go over all the zodiac signs, and I know my placements, so it does make even more sense. Like I got Gemini, I got Aries, and like 4 different spots, you feel me? So that Aries energy plays a lot into what I do, you know what I'm saying? My love life and a lot of shit I got going on. So anyways, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, you feel me? A whole lot of Aries, a lot of challenges. It can get boring sometimes to always have to fight. Like everywhere you go, it's like, okay, you want some? Fuck it. I know I'm the champ. I gotta knock somebody out every day, or you don't get to stay the champ. You have to defend your title. That's just pretty much what it is. Fuck it with an Aries, man. But anyways, you get used to this shit. That's also the Leo shit, you feel me? You can't be the king of the jungle walking around, nigga. Somebody's looking at your throne, nigga. They want to know if they can take that spot, nigga. Yeah, because you make it look good to be there. You feel me? So, yeah, nigga. You want to know shit like this. Like just the fact that okay, let's talk about an Aries. The shadow of an Aries. Start a lot of projects and don't finish them. You know what I'm saying? The opposite of Aries is Libra. So whereas Libra seeks the perfect balance, seeks the perfect union, Aries ain't worried about that shit. And then this is kind of where they get the, I guess, all for self. But see, to an Aries, it's like life is fast. Life can be over at any instant, especially when you're a warrior. You know what I'm saying? You live and die every day. Today could be my day. You know what I'm saying? You never know. But it's like, because everything is so fast, Aries is in such a rush to secure everything, to take care of the family. You see what I'm saying? He ain't got time to stop. He ain't got time to explain shit to you. He's just on the go mode. You know what I'm saying? So everyday nuances like hell, sweeping the floor, doing the dishes every day, shit like that, shit that you got to do every day. Those little small tasks, mediocre tasks that stop him from being great. You know what I'm saying? Or from chasing that monstrous dream, because all fire signs are chasing a big ass dream. Anything that slows him down from doing that is like just a waste of time to him. You know what I'm saying? Life could be over. I need to hurry up and get to what I need to get to. But that's an Aries thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Gemini. Okay? Shadow side of the Gemini. You know what I mean? The shadow side of the Gemini is like the spoiled brat they won't be into the shit or they won't do the shit, but they say but they'll try to get it off you. Can you, you know what I mean? How about you do it? You know, can you help me out? And they whatever, you know what I'm saying? Geez, maybe Gemini wasn't such a good example because it's not really coming to my mind like that. Or again, like I said earlier, maybe something stopping me from putting that Gemini out there. But that's the most recent one I was reading over. But again, just in general, when it comes down to the shadow side and really knowing yourself, you should know the positives and the negatives. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't really just got to use one book. I just like this book because, again, it straight up tells you the shadow off the muscle. The shadow. It's really cool. And it also puts some of the, like, it starts with fire and earth. And it tells you how fire and earth interact with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Taurus sun, but I've dated a woman with a Capricorn rising. So there's that fire. I mean, I'm fire. There's the fire and earth or whatever. Say I dated an Aries because she was born in March, or late March, early April. So there's the fire sign. You get my point. It doesn't have to be straight up my sun sign, your sun sign, my moon sign, your moon. It's just how that energy plays out. Period. And that's another good reason why you should know your planets and like, I guess, your natal chart or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because then when you go to a book like this, you know how the shit plays out or where those balances or where the oppositions actually hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got Venus in Aries. So if I got Venus in Aries and let's say someone else has Venus in Capricorn, you see what I'm saying? It's going to be a clash. Or like a Venus in Leo and a Venus in Capricorn. Venus in Leo is all heart. Venus probably loves to be in Leo because Leo rules the heart. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, Venus in Leo is always in love, loves being the star of the show, loves love. You feel me? So, a Venus in Leo with a Venus in Capricorn, well, Capricorn is all business, very serious. You know what I'm saying? Calculated risk, calculated response. You know what I mean? That's Capricorn social status, but they're not the romantics. You feel me? They're not the head over heels. Hey baby, da 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 da. Again, Capricorn is very serious, kind of stern. Capricorn can control his emotions and kind of keep them off to the side and handle business. You know what I'm saying? That's Capricorn. So to somebody who has like a Venus in Leo, a Venus in Capricorn, them two cats are gonna clash. But a Venus in Leo with like Venus in Libra. Well, that could be a good-ass combo. First and foremost, air fuels fire. Fire breathes from air, you know what I'm saying? It lives off of air, it fuels air. You get my point. So, air and fire are typically good combos, can be good combos. You see what I'm saying? But Libra likes to find the perfect balance. But Libra, likes a perfect union. So, they'll find their opposite and be completely loyal and dedicated. They may flirt a whole lot, but they'll be loyal and dedicated to their partner. I mean, they are an air sign, so, air is here, there, and everywhere. But they are capable of being loyal. It is Venus. It's ruled by Venus. So, a Libra with a Leo has potential to be a good, good couple. Leo would be the star of the show. It's just, again, they both like luxury because it's a big money type of couple, type of deal. The nigga's going to spend a lot of money, make a lot of money, and spend a lot of money. That's a Libra and Leo combination right there. We're going to have to make a lot of money and we're going to spend a lot of money. They're both in love with luxury. So anyways, you get my point though? You need to know this shit. You might have a Leo moon or a Libra moon or a Cancer moon, your moon sign. Just because you was born in July, let's say early July, late June, that makes you a Cancer. Your sun sign's a Cancer. But you may be a Cancer sun sign with the Taurus moon. So when you get in your feelings, how you really feel about life, what you react and respond to as you go about your daily, is Taurus situations and Taurus energy. So as a Taurus moon, you would need to, you would crave stability, crave loyalty. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to you being in your feelings, you try to control or possess, you know what I'm saying, a possession, like a possession. That's how you feel about your loved ones and whatever else. This is mine. It's mine. Like, nigga, you belong to me. You know what I'm saying? That's the Taurus for you or whatever else. You know what I mean? So, just that being said, like the Taurus shadow, let's go ahead and talk about that because it's in the book too. The Taurus shadow, and if you're a Taurus moon, the Taurus shadow is a tendency to actually use people. Because the Taurus is about, material gains, and, it's one of the money signs and whatever else. So it's not that the Taurus is like selfish or out for self or whatever, but the Taurus is like always practical. So it's always like, can we do something with this? Is there a reason for this or a reason for that? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that can come across as, man, you only come around because we do certain shit. Well, yeah, what other reason is there for it? You know what I'm saying? We just sitting here to be sitting here? A Taurus can always be somewhere making money. So if we're going to be doing something else, we're going to be doing something, fam. I ain't just come to be here, nigga. I could be anywhere getting money. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing something I want to do instead of just posting. That's how it comes across as a Taurus. You know what I mean? And again, I'm a Taurus, so you see how easy that shit came out? Yeah, I had to learn that shit about myself. And I mean, it's the shadow, but that's how a nigga act. That ain't how I really feel. I don't have a Taurus moon. I'm not a, super Taurus or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Taurus on Taurus on Taurus, nigga. I ain't one of them. But I ain't got a, Taurus moon. But if you had a Taurus moon, that shadow would apply to you. You know what I'm saying? You may not know that you even doing it. You may always say, say you're a Leo with a Taurus moon. So you used to be in the star show and this and that, whatever else. You may use people to make you look good because Leo likes to look good. You know what I'm saying? So that could be your MO. Like, that's how you do your Leo shit. Or when it comes to Taurus type things, you do Leo shit to make that Taurus inside you happy. You see what I'm saying? It's the moon sign, and your moon is your desires and your goals and shit. So that's that on that, man. Like I said, I wasn't trying to take up too much time. I just wanted to share that with you. Hadn't done a video in a while. Looks like I ended up cranking out 2 of them, a part 1 and a part 2. Some numerology, some astrology for you, just on them 2 notes. Because I feel like them 2 is like the first thing that could really blast you into this game. Whatever it is, as far as if you really on this path that you trying to do, you know what I'm saying? You see me, I'm a dark side nigga. I cruise the dark side. I'm always in my subconscious. I'll be trying to check out what guys, like I said on my other video, what guys I can link up with, which ones are particular to me. There are different guides over the day I was born. I think I was born on a Sunday, so you already know what's up with that. Born on a raw day. You know what I'm saying? So there's all type of different ways that you can power yourself up. All type of different avenues that you can get into. As you can tell, I'm not one of them niggas that subscribe to anything. I wouldn't call myself a Buddhist. I wouldn't call myself a Christian. I don't subscribe to anything. I call myself power, nigga. Power, nigga. That's what I call myself. I subscribe to power. Whatever works for me. Like I said, whatever works for me, player. Astrology works for me. Man, I talk about some of this shit at work. People ask me questions and this and that, or just in general, All I need is somebody's birthday, and I could pretty much figure out everything I need to know about them and how they move and groove and everything that's going on. And they be like, damn, man, how do you know me? Or sometimes I'll bring the book to work with me and we get to talking about certain shit, and I'll say, oh, okay, yeah. And I'll pull it out and we get to talking and this and that, and I'm like, oh, yeah, man, well, look. The shadow of Gemini is blah, 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 man. And it's right here, and it's saying that woo, woo, woo. And oh, damn, dude. Yeah, that's me. That sounds like me. Damn, you right. That's nuts. Damn. There you go. Says one is called the irresponsible child syndrome. Since, it's a Gemini, dualist, right? So it gives one part of the shadow you could call the irresponsible child syndrome. And the second part of the shadow we'll call the plotter. You see what I'm saying? Irresponsible child. Don't go to work and don't do this and don't do that, you feel me? But be whining and complaining about shit, and then turn around and ask you for some shit that you got to go to work to get. Like, what the fuck? But you talking about how crap it is to get a job and how hard it is to find this and find that and whatever else, and then you ask me for $5? Nigga, I got a job. But you don't want to go get a job. You don't want to hustle for it. That's irresponsible child syndrome. That's a, shadow of the Gemini. The other shit is called the plotter. Now, the plotter is a paranoid shatter. It said it not because convince everybody wants something from him, whatever it might be. Everybody's trying to get something from him, and that's how the Gemini plays the game. So since everybody's trying to get something from him, they always thinking that way. Are they trying to use me? Are they trying to get me to do this? They trying to get me to do that. That's plotting. So they'll give you 1,000,001 reasons why they can't help you, or they'll steer you away from even asking them in the first place because they think you trying to get something at them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Without really getting into a whole lot of this, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta read it. You just gotta read it. And like I said, man, that's a whole nother book. It's a whole nother video and whatever else, because this is one hell of a book. We're gonna talk about it and some other astrology shit. So, alright, man. OZ the Wizard. I'm gonna let you go. I gotta go. Holla at it. Have a good day. Like and subscribe. Holla at your boy. We're gonna talk about these crystals too, man. I need to get out some of these videos about these crystals. Because again, that fuck it that you must have in your life, since we at the end of the video, that fuck it that you need to raise in your DNA, this is picture jasper. One of the first little Japa Mala necklaces. It's not a full 108 or whatever, you feel me? I actually counted it out. I want to say it's like 80 something. I ain't counted it out in a long ass time, but when I first did, I wanted to say it was like 80 something, maybe 90. I want to say like 87, one of them numbers. But anyways, I used to know what it was because I would start at one bead and I would say my little mantras and whatnot each bead. You know what I'm saying? Om Gom Ganapate Namah. 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 Om Gum Ganapate Namah. See what I'm saying? It don't take that long to go over all of them. It's just a few seconds. Sorry if you ain't like that droning in your ear. If that was good for you, that's what the bass is for. Let it ring and hit your fucking third eye. Anyways, that's what you can do with this type of shit, with any of your beads or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's what these were for. I didn't just buy it because the shit looked good. I wanted to try it the fuck out. And if it works, then it cracks. If it don't, then I move on or whatever. Now you see I'm in it with the crystals. So, man, these bitches work so much so that I start doing this shit myself. So anyways, yeah, you can get you one of these or something like this, like I did off fucking Amazon. Thing but maybe $20. You know what I'm saying? And get into it. Find you a mantra like the Ganesha mantra. And I didn't even know, again, with the 3, I was tapped into Ganesha like that. I just came across the shit on YouTube, whatever. Thought of, he's a remover of all obstacles. Well, I need niggas to stop, get the fuck out my way. Again, I'm tired of fighting all this shit. I need some shit doors to just open and here you go. Let me fight the big fight. Get all this little shit out my way, man. Tired of all this petty shit. I'm $1 million nigga. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, that's why it took me so long. But anyways, man, well, actually, fuck it. On some cool shit. That's why it took me a little minute to get a video out and whatnot and get back in it, man. I know it's been a few weeks. I'm glad y'all stick with me. Thanks for rocking with a nigga. Real talk. Thanks for subscribing. Share, like, subscribe, man. All of that shit that y'all been doing, man. Thanks for all of that shit. I really appreciate it. Even though I ain't got many, I don't care. I'm going to talk like I got millions. But I really appreciate that. My little jewelry thing has been taking off and whatnot. I have a lot of custom orders and whatnot. So that's kind of been pulling me across. Again, these books are not small. I'm an avid reader. I love this shit. I'm always studying and raising my vibration and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that I can even talk to y'all and do this. You know what I mean? I really appreciate my coworkers and whatnot that talked me into doing this in the first place. Otherwise, I really had no intention of being a YouTuber and trying to teach niggas or any of this shit. So again, I appreciate all the beginners and all those in the distant future watching this and whatever else, man. Thank y'all. Holla at your boy.